Just took away the possibility of life in prison for Combs, who's preparing to ask for leniency. The defense has already... The mother of some of his children had passed away many years ago. Defense attorney Mark Agnifilo said in court last week, these...
You trying to be funny. Again, who are you performing for? I guess he's performing for his public. He said this...
A 2-minute court hearing. No cameras, no public access, just a flicker on a screen. And it was over. One of the most controversial celebrity trials in recent memory, and Diddy's legal team handled it like it was a scheduling mix-up for brunch. But this wasn't a clerical error. This was strategy, power, influence, and if you listen closely, maybe even manipulation. Because while Sean Diddy Combs might have walked away with a split verdict, what's happening after the trial is raising even more eyebrows. Delayed sentencing, carefully curated image makeovers, and a legal team that seems more focused on optics than accountability. Meanwhile, the victims, the people who spoke out, relived their trauma, and risked everything, are being buried beneath headlines about PR redemptions and courtroom technicalities. So what really happened in that hearing? And is Diddy about to slip through the cracks of a justice system that seems built to protect the powerful? Let's break it all down, because the courtroom might have gone silent, but the real noise is just getting started. The courtroom barely had time to warm up before the hearing was over. Lasting only 2 minutes and held via teleconference, this was no dramatic showdown, no fierce back and forth. Just a quick check-in, a date set, and that was it. The public? Locked out, not allowed in the main courtroom. Fans and critics alike were left watching from the sidelines, frustrated and confused. Many expected fireworks, but instead they got a blink-and-you-miss-it session that felt more like a legal formality than a moment of reckoning. Originally, Diddy's team pushed for expedited sentencing, but suddenly they changed their minds, agreeing to push the sentencing all the way to October 3rd. Was it a strategic move or just a delay tactic? Observers leaned toward the latter. This hearing wasn't about justice. It felt like a carefully choreographed move, one that left everyone wondering what the defense was really up to. But the hearing was just the tip of the iceberg. What happened next reveals the true game behind the scenes. Experts watching the case call what's happening a classic shell game. It's all about moving pieces around, creating distractions, and making sure the real issues get lost in the shuffle. Diddy's lawyers seem less focused on fighting the charges and more on delaying the inevitable. They push for more time, cite scheduling conflicts, and stall whenever possible. But many legal insiders aren't convinced this is about genuine preparation. It looks like a tactic to wear down the prosecution and confuse the public. Victim advocates call it a smokescreen, a way to keep the spotlight off the pain and testimony of those who came forward. They warn this isn't just legal maneuvering, it's a dangerous game that risks minimizing the serious nature of the convictions. Behind closed doors, it's clear, the defense isn't just defending Diddy's freedom. They're defending his image and buying time to do it. But while the lawyers play games, the people who suffered aren't being heard, and that silence speaks volumes. While the courtroom drama unfolds, the real victims risk being forgotten. Dr. Bethany Marshall, a vocal advocate, reminds us of the human cost behind this trial. Women like Cassie Ventura stepped forward, bravely sharing their stories, only to see their voices drowned out by legal wrangling. The focus on Diddy's image makeover and delayed sentencing overshadows their trauma. It's more than just courtroom tactics. It's about respect and justice for those who suffered. Critics argued the defense's shell game isn't just a legal strategy, it's an erasure of the survivor's pain. With the spotlight shifting away, questions loom. Are the victims being sidelined to protect a celebrity's reputation? This isn't just about Diddy, it's about a system that often leaves victims in the shadows while the powerful rewrite the narrative. While the legal wheels grind slowly, Diddy's team is working fast,
behind the scenes, crafting what some call a full-on image makeover. Media strategists, stylists, and PR pros are reportedly gearing up for a carefully orchestrated comeback. After the split verdict, supporters reportedly gave Diddy a standing ovation, a moment critics say sends the wrong message. Instead of accountability, it looks like celebration. The line between legal victory and public relations spin is blurring fast. This isn't just about cleaning up a reputation. It's about controlling the narrative, turning headlines from convicted to redeemed. But how much of this makeover is real? And how much is smoke and mirrors? The public may be buying it, but not everyone is convinced. And that skepticism is growing louder by the day.
Outside the courtroom, the battle is far from over. Online, social media is ablaze with heated debates about Diddy's fate. Some fans fiercely defend him, claiming the charges are exaggerated or part of a conspiracy. Others aren't so forgiving. Industry insiders and former collaborators are quietly distancing themselves, wary of the growing controversy. Brand deals and partnerships, some are quietly slipping away. No public announcements needed. The internet's divided between loyalists and critics, but one thing's clear: Diddy's reputation isn't untouchable anymore. The public's judgment, unlike the courts, is immediate and relentless. And as the noise grows, it raises a big question. Can a celebrity truly outrun public backlash, even if the legal system doesn't catch up?
Now, the sentencing date is set for October 3rd, but that might just be another chapter in this ongoing delay tactic. Legal experts suggest this postponement isn't accidental. More time means more opportunities for Diddy's team to prepare, strategize, and influence public opinion. Some believe these delays aim to soften the blow, possibly leading to a more lenient sentence than many expect. Celebrity cases often bend under the weight of fame and fortune, and this one seems no different. Yet, there are insiders who hint the judge could surprise everyone with a harsher ruling. No one knows for sure, but the uncertainty keeps the story alive and the public hooked. One thing certain, the waiting game plays in favor of those with resources, leaving many wondering if justice is really blind or just conveniently distracted.
This case fits a familiar pattern. Celebrities often dodge the full weight of the law. Diddy's fame might protect him from consequences most people would face without question. Rob Sheeter and others warn that this isn't just about one man. It's about a system stacked in favor of the rich and powerful. When money and influence are in play, justice becomes a negotiation, not a certainty. Public safety concerns arise. Will Diddy change his behavior, or will this episode be swept under the rug? For victims and society, that question is urgent. This isn't just a celebrity story. It's a reflection of how the justice system works when the defendant isn't just anyone, but someone with fame, fortune, and a fan base willing to defend him at all costs. As the courtroom doors close and the cameras fade, the impact of this case lingers. Victims like Cassie Ventura carry scars that no verdict can erase. Their stories remind us that justice isn't just about headlines, it's about real people. Nancy Grace and the experts warn us, accountability must be more than a buzzword. It must be action, relentless and unwavering, no matter how famous the accused. Diddy's legal battles might drag on, and the image makeover might continue. But society must stay alert, because if the powerful keep slipping through cracks, what hope do others have? So here's the question you need to ask yourself. If justice can be delayed, spun, or softened for the rich and famous, is it really justice at all? Drop your thoughts below. Do you believe Diddy will face real consequences, or is this just another celebrity escape plan? The conversation is far from over.